Hello, this is TurboDog702 for the Castlevania Symphony of the Night Any Percent tutorial. In this section of the tutorial, we will be discussing the route that goes through the marble gallery for the first time, all the way through to the outer wall and up to the room right before Doppleganger. This part of the route is very important because you need to watch your heart count to make sure you have at least 20 hearts and the stopwatch weapon, which is in this part of the route, to be able to fight Doppleganger effectively. Later on in the route, getting additional hearts on the way back can be integral to making one of the rooms inside of the library much easier with the stopwatch as well. But that's for later. For now, let's go ahead and hop in. Okay, we're at the beginning of the marble gallery, and this part is fairly straightforward. So we're basically just going to go ahead and shield dash back, and we're going to run into one Axe Knight, just turn and kill him. Turn and kill that one, turn and kill that one. Pretty simple. Just 3 Axe Knights. Continue on to this room, kill that Axe Knight. Now, when you come over here, this is actually a big fall when you jump off of here. So you're going to want to jump cancel on the way down. So you jump on the way down. This candle in particular is kind of interesting. This is supposed to be a knife sub-weapon, but because we picked up the knife sub-weapon inside of the alchemy lab, we can actually break it and it's a big heart. So that can be really nice if when you need to pick up hearts for later, and you will need to pick up hearts. So you want to pick up that on the way there. If you find that you don't have the knife sub weapon, either an axe armor dropped an axe, or perhaps you just messed up, didn't pick up the knife. There's actually a big heart inside this torch up here that you can break and get as well. Going into the next room, these are fleamen. Fleamen are pretty notorious inside of the Soten community. They're incredibly random. They basically just jump all over the place. I'll kind of show you. See, they just kind of do whatever they want. They do like their little hops at times. So there's 2 inside of this room as you continue on, and 1 in the room 2 past here. Basically what you want to do is just give yourself the best chance at trying to hit them. There's a few ways that you can do this. One of them is to do a crouching slash, and I found that that's really effective because if they just charge you, you'll hit them. If they jump at you, the Alucard sword has an exceptional arc that goes kind of over and behind Alucard for a short period of time, so it actually has a good shot of hitting him that way. Another way that you can do it is to do a jumping down slash, which has a pretty good hitbox as well. But basically all you need to do is just make your way here and try to kill these guys. If you don't kill them, it's not a big deal. Just go past them if you can. You know, only let them prohibit your movement if they're going to keep hitting you and costing you time. In the next room, we're going to run into Maria and the clock room, which I'm going to explain in a moment. So you just want to skip the cutscene with Maria. She's going to run off. And you'll notice that this side of the clock actually opened up. This happens, I think, every time that you come here for the Maria cutscene. But the basic principle of it is that if you were to press start, you'll notice that you have a timer on your bottom right. This is exceptionally longer than it should be because this is what I've been using for the tutorial. The basic premise of it is that on odd minutes, the statue is closed. See, I just went in and out, and now it's doing its normal scheduled process. So it's at 13:44 right now on the clock. So it's closed because it's on a odd minute. When it turns to an even minute in about 10 seconds from now, the clock will actually open up. So we're just waiting around for a short period of time. Okay, see, and it opens up. So I'm going to explain this in another video where I kind of push on the clock rush, but I just want you to get the basic principle in case you don't want to watch that video, that it opens on even minutes and closes on odd minutes. So if I was to wait another minute, then it would close. The basic principle is you want to get to this clock room before 9 minutes once you start getting better. If you can get here before 8 minutes, you'll actually be here before the clock opens, and that's even better. Like, the more time that you can shave off, the better. But that's pretty much the minimum time that you're going to be able to do without a prohibitively lucky thing that I'll explain in a different video. If you get here later than 9 minutes, the clock's going to be closed, and you'll have to pick up the entrance at 10 minutes to the next area into Olrock's chambers. but you're very likely to get that if you're still new to the run. So don't be too concerned about that, just understand that's how the clock works here. Other things to note, these two torches both contain big hearts. This is kind of the one you'll be getting, because when you do the Maria cutscene, you'll run over here, and it'll enforce you here. So you can basically just turn, slash, and get this one, head out. So in the next room, we're going to see the last of the Fleamen. So just do what you can to kill him or get past him. Okay. So continuing on, not too much in here. This is a Ouija table. It's an enemy, but we really don't care too much. We just dash up to it and slash while crouching. You can't slash it while standing, I don't think. It goes over it. There's going to be another one at the top of the staircase. Just turn and slash it. Go up here. Dash up to the skeleton. Turn and slash it. Dash up to this skeleton. Turn and slash it. Same thing for this one. You might need to crouch for this one, because sometimes he's kind of annoying. Okay, coming into this room, this candle right here contains the most important thing that we're trying to get inside of this marble gallery. The 20 hearts are for this, which is the stopwatch. Normally the stopwatch, when used, will freeze enemies, and it only works mostly on normal enemies. But something interesting about the Doppleganger is that he actually gets stopped by it, so it makes it an incredibly trivial fight. So basically we would come in here, jump slash like that, or you could just slash, turn, and slash and get it. Continue on. Kill that guy, continue on. Continue on, you're going to drop off there. Kill that skeleton. Okay, this is the long marble hallway. We just call it the long hallway usually. This is usually, if you're shield dashing hard, your arm's going to start to burn around this time. Just work through it, and eventually your muscles will get adjusted to it. You'll get used to the movement, and it'll become less and less of an issue as time goes on. The first enemy of note is the snake women, or the Diplocyphuses. Basically, you can dash up and slash them like that. However, these give a considerable amount of experience, and there's actually another way around it. You can actually jump on top of these women like this, jumping on that small portion on the snake body's back, and you can jump over the top of them. If you find that when you jump you hit her, you might get hit, you can always just jump cancel the damage. It's important that you have your shield out when you jump on top of them like that, though, because as you saw, she spits fire, and if she spits fire, she can knock you back and completely ruin what you were trying to do. So for the last one, just jump, and then you're over. So I'm actually going to kill these and go back the other way, so I can show you that room one more time. Pretty simple, though. Another thing you can do is you can count. If you have a trouble figuring out when a snake woman is coming, I count arches, like this archway that I'm kind of jumping against, and that kind of gives me an idea of when the next one's coming. If you're using that method, then you go to the first one, jump, you're going to skip an arch, and now the next one is going to be her, see? So then we have one arch, and then this one comes up. So it's basically the first one, then two arches, then the second one, then another arch, then the third one. Okay, and you continue on. The next enemy is going to be stone roses, which I'll kind of show here. They're pretty simple. Basically, they just spit little skulls. If they hit you with the skulls, it turns you to stone, so try not to have that happen to you. These guys are really simple with the new route. All you need to do is just dash up to them, jump, and attack. I actually got hit there because I was slow. There's going to be another one about 2 arches away from here. So 1, 2, jump, slash, and you're out of there. Continue on, and you're going to make your way to the outer wall. Okay. In the outer wall, you're basically just going to jump. This is kind of a small optimization, but I figure I'd mention it. You want a small jump here to get up on top. The reason for that is because if you do a big jump, it loads the screen twice, and that's, time lost. Not such a big deal for beginners, but it's something to note, and this is a pretty easy optimization. You just jump up and do a small jump. Continuing on, you're going to meet these 2 blue axe knights in here. All you need to do, jump over them. They're kind of terrible at their job. Go ahead and shield dash out of here. And this is the room before Doppleganger. This is the actual Doppelganger fight in here. Something to note, if you're down on hearts, which I'm actually not because I've been going back and forth in rooms, kind of. But let's say you're low on hearts. Maybe you accidentally stopwatched in one room. Both of the torches in here actually contain big hearts. So if you find that you're lacking on hearts, you can kind of do this. You can go in, / get this one, reset the room, and go in and out. And then if you just need 5 more, you can come up and get this one. That's essentially the route through the Marble Gallery for the first time. I talked a little bit about the Clock Rush, and we talked about the outer wall up to the Doppleganger fight, and gave you a couple of locations that you can pick up some easy big hearts to get off your 20 that you need for this fight. That's the end of this section of the tutorial. This is TurboDog702 for the Castlevania Symphony of the Night Any% tutorial.